Hi and welcome to Terry Travels and welcome to Werribee Plaza Shopping Centre where I'm going to start this Odyssey. On Sunday I went to my outlaw's place for Father's Day and I found out there was a bus stop just outside their house. We live a long way away. They're in Wantirna South, we're in Hoppers Crossing. And it occurred to me that I could probably get to their place 60 odd kilometres away by taking buses. So I looked at everything up, did a lot of research, did a lot of scouring, but I found a way. And I'm going to start it now. And the first step requires me to get from here to Hoppers Crossing Station. So I'll probably need to get started. Thanks. Hopper Station? Cool, thanks. Okay, it's about 8:35 in the morning. Made it to Hoppers Crossing Station and it's raining. But you've been here before. If you followed my walk to Melbourne vlogs, you're going to know that I've been here before. What I've got to do though is I've got to stop off and get a coffee and something to eat. I haven't had breakfast yet. So all of that's on the cards, and then I'm going to take you over the other side of the tracks. Okay, got the coffee. Heading up to the station now. We'll cross the station and get to the buses on the other side, which are going to take me to Laverton Station, hopefully. Okay, we've reached Laverton Station. I'm just waiting for the next bus, which will take us to Footscray. It should be in about another 20 minutes. Took a personal break at the station, but Everything's on track so far. A little bit colder and windier than it was, but at least the rain stopped. So we're going over here to the bus stop, and we'll just wait for the Footscray bus, which is the 412. Cue the B-roll on that trip. So I'm in North Melbourne and I got off the bus way too early. So I'm off in it for a while. I told you something would go wrong, and it did. And it was me. But that's the way it goes. So where are we? We're on Cardigan Street now. Corner Cardigan and Grattan Streets. My fault. But I'm going to get us back on track. There is a small part of this trip where I'm going to have to take a tram. But having said that, I don't care. Bottom line is to get to where I'm going on public transport, bus as much as possible. So I'm now going to get to where I can get that tram down to Hoddle Street and do that. And here we are. Malaysian hawker food, nasi lemak house. I love nasi lemak, but still a little early. Heading up towards Lygon Street where there's great Italian food and has been for a long time. Still don't know why I got off the bus so early. I got confused and I didn't check Google Maps. Just found a Victoria near a toilet, and it's the door's made of cast iron. It's really heavy. There's an accessible one at the front and there's other toilets at the sides. Very cool. But the doors are very heavy. It's not the prettiest dunny in the world, but it is what it is. Over there, by the way, is the Melbourne Museum. So hi to Matt, who works there. And just past it is the exhibition building, and just past that is where I'm going to get a tram to the next bus, because that's how it's rolling this particular time. Lots of old buildings around, as you can see, and the weather's warmed up just enough for me to take off my jacket, which is heartening because I am 100% over winter and I don't want it to continue. But I will show you the exhibition buildings, which date back to the 19th century, as soon as we get past these trees. There's the big entrance to the museum, and beyond that's the Royal Exhibition Building. Don't know why it's royal, because they didn't build it. So we can kind of cut past it, which, you know, might be good for content. And there's also the IMAX there. I've never been to IMAX. Someone take me to IMAX, because I've never been there. There's the exhibition buildings. I'm taking the royal off because I don't believe in royalty. Yeah, IMAX. Really want to go there now. I don't want to continue this trip. I really want to just go to IMAX. But I've got to stay true to the project I've started. And so there is the exhibition buildings. Over there is the city of Melbourne. So I've succeeded in getting to the city on buses alone. Here are a whole bunch of artistic butt plugs for reasons best known to the artist. And we're down in the gardens now. They have a big floral festival here every year, and they block off the whole lot and charge you to go into it. This is turning into slightly more than a bus trip, or a series of bus trips, and I'm good with that. I told you things would get random, and indeed they have. They're renovating the exhibition buildings because they're older than Jesus' nappy, and so they need a bit of tender loving care. Big trees. See, this is more evidence that colonial Australia really tried to make Australia look like England. It doesn't, but they tried to make it that way because they missed England which makes you question why did so many people leave it. I mean, for some it was involuntary, but for others, who knows? The past is a different country. They did things differently there. Of course, you always got to go with the whippersnipper. Hey, we got a fountain. See, no Tron penalties apply. And there's your fountain, with a whole bunch of naked little boys holding hands. What the hell was that about? And some down the bottom there. Seriously, this is like a pedophile fountain. Whose idea was that, and why weren't they jailed? I was wrong. Got a couple of grown-ups. One of them a naked female mermaid holding up the fountain. But the rest of it's shocking. Gotta admit, the female figure has nice breasts. Okay, I made it to Vincent's Plaza, where the tram junction is. And I've got to get a tram down to the bottom of there to Hoddle Street. And then we're back on the buses again. And this one stops here, so I'm not taking this one. Around here you get surrounded by hospitals. The I&E hospital's there, and they're very good. St Vincent's Hospital's over there. If you go behind that and behind that and behind that, they're all hospitals that service the inner city. And down there is Brunswick Street, where you can get a good feed any time of day or night. I love Brunswick Street. It's a little less rough around the edges than it once was, but I still like it. It's still got a little bit of that boho about it. But let's get on this tram. Okay, we got to Hoddle Street, which is crazy noisy because it's Hoddle Street. Over here is the gateway to the Vietnamese part of town. Tons of good food down there. You and I have been down that way when I did Dights Falls, because it's down there along with Victoria Park Station. In fact, that's the train that goes there. Okay, crossing Hoddle Street. The next bus should be the 246, takes us to St Kilda. So we'll do a bit of that. Bus stop not in use. Well, that's pretty fucking wonderful. And now I'll go this way and find one that is. Let's try to find the next bus stop. See, this is what happens. Things go wrong and they become part of the story. So I'm going to walk up here, up Hoddle Street, past the red light cameras, which rake in a fortune for the government. I've only ever been caught by a red light camera once, it's because I was tired and stupid. But it cost you like $300 in fines, which to rich people around here isn't much, but to me, it was considerable. Let's see if I can make it all the way without being skittled. Made it. Now I just got to find this bus stop. Poor unhoused person there. Been there. It sucks. And here's the bus stop for the 246. We made it. So down to St Kilda, Carlisle Street, and from there we'll get another bus to Glen Waverley. We'll be heading in the right direction. We're heading south at the moment. As always on Hoddle Street, we've got a traffic jam. So not much we can do about that except wait it out. And the traffic jam will get worse when we get up to Punt Road, and then it'll loosen up when we get to Carlisle Street. Very bougie here, even though it doesn't particularly look like it. Crazily expensive to live here. Like inherited wealth or winning lotto expensive. Or crypto bros who got lucky. Welcome to St Kilda. Got to Carlisle Street now and I've just got to go up to the bus stop and get the bus to Glen Waverley. I've got myself a sandwich and a coffee from a place called Sam's Cafe, really good. Had coffee there before, really nice people. Let's get this done. That 3 cheese press sandwich was fantastic, I loved it. I used to live in St Kilda once upon a time in the 1990s, which was one of the great times to live in St Kilda. Rents were affordable, there was lots of cultural stuff, there was lots of countercultural stuff going on. Street festivals, fewer tourists, just a whole bunch of fun in those days. And to be honest with you, given the way my life went slightly after that, I regret leaving St Kilda. It would have been a very different life had I not made a bad decision in the 1990s. I made about 3 or 4, but there was one big one. So yeah, just waiting for the bus now. It's only a few minutes away. Lots of beautiful old St Kilda architecture here. It's changed, but it hasn't changed, if you know what I mean. The places like St Kilda change, but there's still that essence of countercultural, I don't give a stuff about authority about it. It still remains. I don't know for how much longer, when places get expensive to live in. The soul gets drained out of them, and I think that may just happen to St Kilda at some stage, if it hasn't happened already. I still like it, I've still got a great fondness for the place, and it's even got some like old school apartments like this, which I really enjoy. I like the gritty working class granularity of places. You know, new places don't thrill me as much, but places with a bit of history and a bit of dodgy history I appreciate a lot more. I mean, have a look at that place. It's marvellous. And you don't get places like that everywhere. But anyway, I'm going to wander back to this bus stop. I've got to hail the bus because it's not going to stop for me if I don't. And take the long meandering journey to Glen Waverley. But is almost all the way to where I need to go. And I think I see the bus already. Unless no, it's definitely a bus. It could be my bus. I'll see you when I'm on it. Yeah, so on to Glen Waverley. After that, there's only 2 more buses and they don't go very far. So, very much looking forward to that part. But here we're... oh, there's a kebab place on the corner there. I got distracted by the kebab place. Which, if you don't like kebabs, whether you're vegan or anything, there's something deeply wrong with you. You gotta like a kebab. Or here in Australia we have halal snack packs. Let me know if you want me to describe one and buy one for the channel, because I will. and I'll eat it and I'll enjoy it. And they are one of the great Australian inventions. By the way, over here we have St Kilda Town Hall. Sat a bit further back on the bus this time for no good reason, just to give a bit of a different viewpoint. Okay, change of plans. I've got to stop this at Glen Waverley. There's a family emergency I've got to help attend to, and Sal's going to pick me up from there. So that's what's going to happen. I'll show you a bit of Glen Waverley, then I'll do an outro in a day or two when I edit this. But something unexpected has come up and we've got to deal with it. So yeah, it is what it is, and sometimes the story changes. So I'll talk to you after I deal with what I got to deal with. Okay, here's an update. To get to Glen Waverley faster, I've stopped at a train station. I'm going to take a train there. Messes up the whole plan for today, but family emergency, got to do it. So I'll see you when I get to Glen Waverley. Okay, I think I'm going to end it here. We're going to get to Glen Waverley from Mount Waverley train station. The whole day's been a mess and chaos, and I've got to do this family thing. So thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You can also be a patron at patreon.com/TerryTalksMovies. Another adventure in the future, hopefully one with less complications. So I'll leave you with a little bit of a view of Glen Waverley Station, which is quite quiet. And I'll catch you next time, and travel well.